So today I have a review for you all on a set of dual forms that was sent to me by the company, and it is the ProNails forms. Now I have a mix and match set which she sent me, so thank you so much, Andrea, for sending me this. Now she sent me this a while back, but I have just not had the chance to review it for you all, and now I can. So here it is, you guys. Now she did send me this, like I said, to review, so I don't know as far as shipping and all that goes, how long it takes. I think they are based out of Canada or something like that. I will have all the information in the description bar below where you guys can find these. But I absolutely love these forms. I think out of all of the dual forms that I have ever tried, these ones look by far like the best quality. They're very, very sturdy, and I'll show you guys a little bit up close. She sent me a mix and match set, which means that I got one of each, like one of each meaning one for the thumbnail, one for, the rest of the fingers. So I don't get doubles of each. But there's 3 different styles. There's this one, which is the extreme curve, as you can see, super curved, and you get sizes 00, which is, it's pretty big, it's huge. This would fit my toenail too. If you do want to use these on your toenails, I suppose you could, if you do like this kind of extreme curvature. And then the sizes go on from there, as you can see. So that's the extreme curve mix and match set. Then I have this one here, which is a more natural curve. This is probably one that most people would want to use if you don't want something that extreme. And this one also has a very nice and decent curve, but it's more natural, as you can see. And this one also goes from sizes, I believe, 0 to 10. Yeah, from 0 to 10. And then you've got this one, which is kind of in between the first one, which has got the extreme curve, and the second set, which is a little bit shorter. And this is also sizes, I believe, 0 or 00 to, I believe, 10 as well. So as you can see, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit of a close up here. On here it says mix and match. On the guide it has 3 guidelines here, so once you line it up, if you want your nail to be a little bit longer, you can use these guidelines. You can also use just the lettering here to be able to tell how much or how long you want the extension to be. But the plastic itself is super sturdy, very, very sturdy. Like, unlike some of the other dual forms that I have reviewed for you guys in the past, I think this one by far is probably the best quality made. So I'm just going to quickly demonstrate to you and compare the difference between the dual forms out of the ones that I have tried. And here's one of the ones that I have tried before, and as you can see, look how flexible and thin the plastic is. Plus the little tab that you're supposed to be pulling off of the nail is so small, and look at that, pull hard enough and it tears. Compare that with the ProNails. Plastic is very, very durable. Nice big tab to pull it off. Nice and long, so you've got really good length to it. And you can also get, like I said, the extreme curvature if that's the kind of style that you're going for. Price wise, these ones, the ProNails, are a little bit more, but like I said, you get what you pay for, guys, and I think that they are worth it. If you're looking just for something very natural, probably the more natural ones are the ones that you want to pick for. But go down to the link below. I'll have all the information. You guys can see which style you like best and which one works for you. Get the mix and match if you think you're going to want a little bit more of a curve to your nails. Even this one here would work really, really well. I'm going to show you guys how to put these on. I'm going to use my plastic hand to show you guys that, and let's get started. So the first thing that you want to do if you're applying the dual forms to your nails is to measure out the tips. Pick the ones that you are going to be using. For this demonstration, I am using the extreme curve. and you would do your prep work, push back your cuticles, clean the surface of your nail, prime, prep, and all of that, and then you would measure your tips. And it's always best to go one size a little bit bigger rather than smaller, because once you apply the acrylic in the form, that will transfer a little bit differently to the nail. So you want to make sure that it fits properly, and if it's slightly a little bit wider from sidewall to sidewall, that's fine. And I'm going to demo this with this tip right here and show you guys how it goes on. So get your acrylic powder, your brush, and your monomer, and let's get started. So start out by picking up your ball of acrylic and place it down, and then just push it down nice and gently. And you don't want the acrylic to pull down into the center, because then you won't have any support on the sidewalls. So keep that in mind. And like I said, you can make the form as long as you want, depends on how long you want the nail to be. Pick up another ball, place it down, and push it up to the sidewalls. It does take a little bit of practice, so don't give up. I mean, when I first started using dual forms, I was not the best at it, and you will have some setbacks if you don't know what you're doing, but don't give up. Keep at it, and you will see that with practice, it will turn out exactly the way that you like it. I'm going to place my last ball here because I don't want this to be extremely long, but if that's the look that you're going for, then this is great. Okay, so now we're ready to apply the form to the fingers. So you're going to flip it over, and this is where it gets a little bit tricky. You're going to press it and hold it down for, I would say, for about 20 to 30 seconds. And you don't want to press it too hard, because what happens is, a lot of you have told me this, that it breaks at the half point here, and that's because you're pressing on the form either in the center here. You should always just press it right here by the cuticle. This is where you want that adhesion to happen. And then once you pull the form off, you will have a nice structure here, and your own nail will not cut into the form. Now, if there's any excess popping out at the back of the hand here, I usually just take my brush and smooth this part out and just bring it towards the free edge. And that's how you can rectify this problem. So I'm going to go ahead and wait for this to dry. I'm also going to apply the rest of the nails and show you guys what the other forms look like. So I'm going to go ahead and remove my dual forms, and you want to, again, like I said, just grab from the tab down here and gently wiggle it back and forth, and it should just pop right off. And as you can see, there's the natural curve one, and here's the first one that I applied. Now mind you, like I said, on a plastic hand, it would apply a little bit slightly different than it would on your nails, because of course you're working with a plastic hand. But I'm going to go ahead and remove all the forms and finally shape the nails, and I'm going to show you guys the end result. Alright, so here's what the nails turned out like. And for the pinky, I did more of a natural curve one, and it turned out really well. And like I said, mind you, this is going to look different on your nails than it does on a rubber plastic hand. And for the ring finger, I chose a more natural one as well. And I did get a little bit of problem here underneath. It didn't adhere to the plastic hand as well. But like I said, on your nail, it should adhere really, really well. Like this one worked really good. And again, that's a more natural curve one too. As you can see, it turned out rather well. I'm really pleased with that one. And this one is the extreme curve, so you can see, look at that beautiful C curve. If this is your style, this is a perfect dual form for you. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some nail polish so you guys can see what they look like. Alright guys, so this is what they turned out like. I painted them with some nail polish, and as you can see, that they turned out really nicely. And give these ProNail forms a try, you guys. I think that you will be very surprised how they can turn out on your nails. I really love the way that they came out. So I'll have all the information in the description bar below, you guys. I hope this video has been helpful, and thanks so much for watching, subscribing, and commenting if you have. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.